Hey everyone, welcome to the Toy Hub Inventor series. I've got two amazing human beings with me. I've got Steven and Austin, who are going to tell you about the origin story of ZipString. And if you don't know ZipString, you should know it because it's really cool and innovative. And if you do know it, they're going to tell you about maybe a little sneak peek, maybe, of some new products that are derived off the original ZipString. So let's hear about how it came to be, and then we'll find out how they get their inspiration.
First, how about a demo? Take a look at the string. It's just normal string, right? But when I press this button, the entire string floats in the air and follows your movements. Kids and adults around the world come with all different kinds of tricks. For example, the step through. Whoa!
That one takes practice. This is a corkscrew.
This is the bow and arrow.
But if I shake this can, then I can spray.
It's like silly string without the mess. So here's how ZipString started.
So I was studying electrical engineering at Georgia Tech. We had this design competition for our robotics team to design a credit card-sized circuit board that could do anything. And then I remembered back to a physics demonstration I saw on YouTube, and I thought, what if I take this string launcher that's a benchtop table launching string launcher from the physics demo, what if I build it into that credit card-sized circuit board? I made 5 in my dorm room, and then it got some traction on the internet, got pretty popular, and I thought, hey, like, what if I could make something more out of this, turn it into a business and sell it? I didn't really know where to take it till I met Austin.
Steven showed me his prototype, and my mind was blown. We spent 5 hours nerding out in his bedroom laboratory. I brought him over to my place, and we put our heads together, and we built a new prototype. I told Steven, what we have here is awesome. You can't share this with anyone, especially on the internet.
So I had to share it on the internet.
Press this button, and it stabilizes midair.
And within 4 hours, the video had over 20 million views. It was on the front page of Reddit, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. It sent a ripple through the internet. So we rolled up our sleeves and got to work. We launched a Kickstarter. Dude Perfect reached out. We sent them prototypes. They took it on a nationwide stage tour. We had thousands and thousands of pre-orders, and then said to ourselves, how are we gonna make all of these? So while we were figuring out manufacturing, we built the first 4,000 zip strings by hand in my parents' basement. We had 6 3D printers printing constantly. Friends and family came in to help and assemble and put them all together.
We're soldering all the batteries in, soldering all the motors in. It was a ton of work, and I never want to do it again. But it was a short-term solution. We made it work, and now we're set up with a nice factory that can do it for us.
Since then, we've been on Shark Tank, live with Kelly and Mark, and just last Q4, we shipped our millionth unit. You can now find a ZipString in a Walmart, Target, Barnes & Noble, Hobby Lobby, hundreds of independent retailers and around the entire world.
So one of the things that we've heard is the toy industry is fundamentally an entertainment industry. And so there's this question of how do you get inspiration and what comes next? We have some other very, very exciting string-based toys that we're going to launch here soon. We're building out the product line. We have some very exciting things there. The ZipString started as a physics demonstration, and I think that's really, really fun. And I'm very curious in the future if we can take other physics demonstrations, other wacky things that you look at and you're like, how does that work? And turn them into toys.
So we have the original ZipString, we have the glow-in-the-dark ZipString Luma, and coming this October, you're gonna see something the world has yet to see.
Yeah, this is amazing, right? I mean, how the toy industry thrives on simple magic, right? And I'm not saying this is super simple, but when you look at it, you're like, oh, how could that work? It can't be reliable. Is that safe? It's all of those things. I love this invention. Let me ask you, you talked about pitch and performance. You obviously came through Shark Tank. So do you have any advice for how important pitching is, or your strategy about how did you prep for the pitch? And how do you prep for pitches now at Toy Fair? Is there some kind of magic alchemy between you two? Do you rehearse? Like, maybe go into how you guys turn on the performance part of what you do.
I think just jumping with 2 feet in is the best way to do it. Just get out there and demo your product and talk to as many people as you can. Doing that so many times, you start to realize what hits on people, what doesn't, and you start tweaking your words and your whole pitch until you have a really, successful pitch. Just jumping in and just practicing.
Definitely a lot of practice. It gets refined over time, but what I'll say specifically for the Shark Tank pitch, we practiced the heck out of that, and we nailed it on TV. We made them some great TV.
Never been more nervous in my entire life.
What did you have for breakfast that day on Shark Tank?
Oh my gosh, I can't even
Nothing.
remember.
We definitely had a lot of water because I remember probably going to the bathroom so many times. You're just nervous prepping for it.
Yeah, I love the background of having like the physics experiment. Like having a high amount of curiosity is really important in the toy industry. Does your organization, does your company thrive in being curious? Are there certain ways you promote being curious, like finding new ways to think about things?
One of the interview questions when we interview new, engineers and product designers is what YouTube channels do you like to watch? Do you watch a lot of engineering or project-based YouTube channels, and where are you finding a lot of your inspiration? We always look for people that have just a wide range of expertise and ideas.
Tell me some of your favorite YouTube channels that you watch for inspiration.
I love Stuff Made Here.
Okay.
I love Mark Rober.
Yeah.
I love Veritasium, Smarter Every Day. A lot of some of these engineering
Adam Savage?
projects. Adam Savage is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Of course.
Thank you so much for giving us your background story, and the product is amazing. If you haven't tried it, if you haven't touched it and used it in your hand, I just did for the first time now. I'm blown away. I'm going to play with it now for a while. Thank you for tuning in. Definitely check out ZipString.
Thank you.
Thanks.